Why are we here today? Well, let's go through an agenda. First off, you'll hear from me on how I will teach literacy, what I will do to achieve this, why I will do it this way, and then we'll just go through a conclusion to wrap things up. My name is Miles Sawella, and this is how I will teach literacy. Upon completion of this assignment, I really thought of the question how. We have what, why, and how. And thinking of what and why, you cannot do what and why without knowing how you're going to do this. Now, upon thinking of how, I really thought of the word confidence. How are you going to teach students to, be able to read and be able to comprehend something without them being confident, right? And in order for them to be confident, they need to have the strategies and tools available in order to, be confident in the first place, right? Typically, that lack of confidence comes from not knowing what to do, right? You're trying something new and you don't know what to do, so therefore you don't have the confidence. And so that confidence comes from having the tools and, practicing certain skills numerous amount of times. And upon thinking about this, I thought about my literacy practicum. My grade 1 student who was not able to tell the difference between a B and a D. He was very afraid of making mistakes, and so I had to tell him, hey, dude, it's okay. You can make mistakes. You can make hundreds of mistakes, and it's okay. As long as you know that, hey, I'm going to make a mistake, but I'm going to keep trying and trying and trying again. And from there, you gain confidence because, it's okay to make a mistake. Okay, let me move on. I made a mistake. It's in the past. Okay, refresh my brain. Okay, now how do I do this? Now, I gave him a tool. I told him B has a belly, D has a diaper, okay? And from there, okay, now he's got that tool, okay? Now I know B has a belly, D has a diaper, okay? And from there, he's got that tool. Now he has the confidence. When he's reading a word with a B and a D, he knows, okay, I've got the confidence. I have the tools. I know what to do. And from there, he's able to comprehend. So that is how I will teach literacy. I'll instill confidence and the specific tools to, foster this. Moving on to the question of what, okay? What is it that I'm going to teach? Now, if you guys want to have a look on the slide here of the reading rope, as well as the 5 pillars of literacy, Now, upon these, I really just thought of the importance of word recognition, right? And phonological awareness, as well as decoding, right? I feel like those are the first stages towards reading, right? As we're young, towards, grade 12, right? Students need to be able to, have that phonological awareness as well as being able to, decode words, right? You find that students who aren't able to do this, they aren't able to comprehend, right? That comprehension comes from you being able to read, okay, this is the word what, okay? But without being able to read that, I can't comprehend it because I cannot read it, right? So first off, I feel like it's really important, okay, go back to the basics. For some students, this is embarrassing, right? They feel like, oh, I know it all, but no. Okay, let's go back to it. Let's go back to, okay, what letter is this? Okay, what sound does it make? Okay, now if we blend them together, what sound is that, right? That's that decoding and phonological awareness, right? So that is what I would teach. That is what I would start off with. And then I would go on to, okay, now, what does the word mean, right? That vocabulary. What exactly does what mean? From there, you can have that now comprehension. That is when you're going to see your students being able to comprehend what it is that they're reading, okay? You know how to sound it out. You know how to read it. You know how to decode it, okay? Now, what does it mean? Perfect. What means this, okay? Now, when you're using it in a sentence, when you're reading it, they're able to understand. And from there, they're able to comprehend. Moving on to the question of why. Okay, now why do we teach literacy and why is it important that we do teach it correctly? Well, I would say that everyone deserves an equal opportunity. Everyone deserves an equal opportunity to go home and be able to just open up a book and just read, right? Gain knowledge, right? Literacy is so important. It's everywhere, right? In math, science, whatever it is. There's words, there's reading, right? And we need to ensure that our students are able to understand the importance of reading, right? However, first off, again, they need that confidence. And if a student is, let's say an older grade, let's say grade 5 and they can't read, right? Let's not write them off and say, hey, they're done. They're too far behind. Let's go back. Let's find the root of the problem, okay? They can't decode, okay? They don't understand the letter sounds, right? Let's give them that equal chance, that equal opportunity, regardless of their background knowledge, regardless of a language barrier, let's give them the opportunity, again, to go home, open a book and read, right? Everyone deserves that opportunity, right? Let's foster confidence in our classroom. Thank you so much.